So,
Guys, I had to restart the stream because I saw some choppiness in my output. I don't know why, but the quality was awful. So
since I'm still streaming and it still looks okay on my side, can we just keep talking? Because I do have a question, if it's all right.
Yeah, let's keep talking.
Because
yeah,
I have
go ahead.
I have a question about canon. Because I mean, I've talked with AW and Nimdoc and some others. Because we do our own little psychotic, basically bad mathing of space and measuring things and how bodies move and all this crazy stuff. But it seems like canon originally was looking for, you know, the next expansion, looking for details about life and stuff. But now that we know the Thargoids are out there, now that we know the Guardians are out there, doesn't seem canon is a combat focused group. So do you have any immediate goals or any future goals beyond what we've seen and basically looking for more? What are you looking for in the future?
Yeah, I mean, you're quite right in terms of where we were in the early days, where there were puzzles in the game to be solved. All, or at least 90% of all of those have been solved. We're pretty much in a bit of a holding pattern as a group, because we're waiting for 4.0 to drop, where we will have better surface, 3.4 to drop, where we'll have better surface scanning tools and better ways of exploring. But in the meantime, there's an awful lot going on. We have an awful lot of data. Something we're very good at is crunching data. So we've got people all over the place finding new Guardian sites. In fact, I think a new one was found, a new Guardian beacon was found only yesterday. These all get added to our website. We've got the Gnosis that is currently heading out on a nebula tour after we tried to get into the cone and got interdicted. So we're legging it now out to the nebula out of the way. They're going to stay out of the way for a little while. And all the time we are scanning different regions of space, trying to find other things. And we've also got the big thing for us as a group is we're trying to find tube worms. Now, these were spotted in a show for Frontier Development. And they were shown on screen, but nobody's ever found them. So, and we're building an awful lot of tools. One of the tools we've been working on recently, one of the tools, LCU No Fool, he's worked on a tool that will guide you along the rift line. You literally get a radar telling you if you're above, below, left or right of the rift, and you can follow that line all the way out, and something we want to start doing is looking for Raxler. So we're quite happy to diversify.
Well, you want to talk to Macross about that then? That was.
Oh, I talked to Macross about that. He's even seen some early versions of the tool.
his secret plot that led to this whole last year was looking for Raxla.
Well, one of the reasons of planning this expedition was to find a stellar stream. And a stellar stream, the idea is that a star at the rim, at the very outer rim, can lead you to the next star, and suddenly you are in the Andromeda galaxy. But alas, I did not find a stellar stream on this trip.
A question.
So, Marty, you mentioned the Gnosis, so that's a megaship.
Yes, the Gnosis is a megaship. I believe it's still the only player-controlled megaship in the game. It has shipyard, not a shipyard, sorry. It has outfitting and repair, and the idea is we're going to move it around the nebulas so people can go and see the nebula, but relatively safely. So if they need to double back somewhere for repair or rearm, they can jump on the Gnosis. They can even sell data there as well, so they're not going to scoot all the way back to the bubble to sell the data. And the idea of the Gnosis is the player group decides where it goes. I mean, people give me ideas. Can we go this way or can we go that way? I punch it all into a spreadsheet, and that gets passed on to the Pilots Federation, who either approve or decline our flight plan.
Oh, you mean DAF, right?
That's the one.
I like you use the word relatively safe.
Well,
can you
we
talk
tend to attract trouble.
Can you talk us through what happened at the Gnome sector or the Cone sector, and what were the events leading up to and after the jump or the misjump that is at the Cone?
The cone sector was suggested by a player quite early on this year, and we figured out a route. And a few people gave me routes, and we found that we could actually achieve a jump into the center. Now, we sent it to, or I sent it to Frontier Developments, and never actually got a response. And I sent it repeatedly to the contacts that I have, and eventually I received a response that simply said, "Yes, we've got your plan." So, from there, we gave it the go, and then we announced, right, we're off the cone sector, this is what we're doing. We posted it on the forum and on the Discord, and off we went. And then, just as we were setting off, I think we were 1 or 2 jumps out, there was an update, and all of a sudden the cone sector became locked.
I remember that.
Yeah, now that pretty much told us there and then we weren't getting in. Now, we continue to role play it, we continue to advertise it on the forum saying we're going to try, you know, you never know what might happen. And then, of course, when we did try, we were interdicted by Thargoids. As you're aware, there was a few technical glitches. I think the Galnet article got released early. People were launching from the Gnosis and being blown up on the pad. People were launching and firing back and getting
that actually
fined.
happened to me.
That happened to you, yeah? Yeah, people get fined. Let's put it this way, it was very much a Marmite event. Some people absolutely loved it, and some people hated it.
Yeah.
Well, so actually, follow-up question then to all of that, because obviously you had a lot of pilot fish, a lot of hangers on.
Yeah.
Did anybody in canon actually have any hard feelings about what happened, or were they just kind of like, okay, we're just going to roll with the punches and keep on going?
We rolled with the punches and kept going. I mean, yeah, it was a shame. I think things could have been done better. I think there was certainly a hell of an opportunity. We've had all sorts of numbers banded about as to the number of people on board during the jump. We think it might have been close. Let's just say very high numbers. Some people have said as high as 25,000 players. I don't. 25,000.
Oh,
you know,
my God.
Because I was hearing numbers like 2,000, 2 to 3,000. 25 is massive.
No, we've got much higher numbers than that, because we've seen statistics from people like Inara and EDSM people, and then if you extrapolate that up for people that don't have those tools running, you know, the number could be anywhere between 10,000 and 25,000. It was a hell of a lot more than 2,000.
Jeez. But
Nice.
I was one of the commanders on the Gnosis, but I'm just wondering, Delmonte, can't you see from the stats on the Gnosis how many ships are there?
No, it didn't seem to give. Yeah, it didn't give us very accurate data. I'm probably the wrong person to ask, because our data gurus might have more information than me. But we're not sure how it counts Xbox players and PS4 players, for example. We're not 100% sure how they're all accounted for. And then it's if you left the ship after the jump but didn't leave the system and then redocked, are you counted in and out of the system? We just don't know.
Yeah.
Are we, by the way, question, are we still jumping at 15:20? What?
Yep, 2 minutes. Yep.
What's our jump target?
I just made it into the private group.
Jump
now.
target is
Nice.
Witchhead
Good
sector EB-X C1-5. I'll post it in the chat and in the Discord real quick.
I threw your wing in a bite down to Astronomy. So. Come again with this jump system.
Witchhead sector EB-X C1-5.
EB blah blah. My goldfish memory.
I posted it everywhere, so and everyone's charging up.
I found it.
Yep, everyone's charging because we got 15 seconds.
Sector EB.
Del Monte, unfortunately, we are out of time. I think I have more questions for you, but that will have to be on another time. Thank you very much for joining us, Del Monte.
No, it was a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I'm not jumping. I have to report
And
to jump.
give my regards to our Commander Outspan.
Thank you, Commander Del Monte. But here we go.
And see everybody at the next stop.
Fort Eridani is our next stop.
Yeah. Okay, I think I know all of you are waiting for the big interview next. Not that Commander Del Monte would be any less, but
Henke, you forgot the words, Henke. I'm slightly disappointed.
He didn't say it. It's the first time
Didn't
ever.
say it.
you left me behind, you
Ah, there
bastards.
we are.
You bastards. Yeah. Well, I think we can go silent now and play our next guest recording. So I will have to mute my in-game sounds because I haven't had time to fiddle with the audio settings, so I have to mute in-game sounds so you don't hear us speak during the pre-recording and interfering with that. So
See you in 20 minutes, Henke.
yeah, see you in 20 minutes. Here goes Commander Remus Cancel.
This is Marcus Black. We are live, or almost live, on Argender. This is a pre-recording, and we have our co-host today with us. We have Henke and we have Chank. Good evening, Henke, and good evening, Chank.
Hello.
It's an honor. It always is.
I have to clock.
We
is
have a
now
special guest today,
3:22 and
and he's a legend in the
recording. So
He is the creator of the New Horizons exploration video series on YouTube, one of the first exploration series for Elite Dangerous. He is the founder of the Galactic Mapping Project and Expedition Hub. He is the discoverer of Beagle Point and a Beagle Point aficionado, creator of Distant Worlds and Distant Worlds 2, and he's been almost all over the galaxy. And I think you can all guess who I'm speaking of now. Let me introduce to you the famous Remus Cancel.
Hello guys, nice to be here. That was a nice introduction.
As I've said,
thank you, Aramis.
it's an honor. It is all this. Don't fanboy, Chank. Don't fanboy.
Aramis. So, how are you today?
Excellent, thank you very much. I've been busy doing a few touches to Distant Worlds too, but I'm going to take a break for a week or two now from that. Wait for the beta.
What news do we have for us for the Dead End Circumnavigation expedition? What news do we have for us from Distant Worlds 2?
I can't really say a lot at the moment, just that we were brought in to speak to Frontier last week, myself and Dr. Kai.
dun dun dun.
To see what the new content was all about and how it would fit in with the new expedition.
Down to astronomy. Were you at
Problem is,
Technosis?
it's sort of hamstrung us a little bit, so we can't.
You mentioned something about an
Nice.
NDA, right?
But don't worry, you can tell us. How many commanders do you have? Music on that, so nobody will hear. Only two. I have also only
even
two
to tell you,
because
probably
Macros
breaking news,
here
so I'm
has
gonna be a good boy and not
37 different accounts.
What can you tell us from Distant Worlds 2 that is not under your NDA?
Yeah, it's a
Commanders are
joke.
signed up now for Distant Worlds 2.
Because I think
Not a lot, I'm afraid.
no, I think
Tell you that
5 or
some
6.
of
I
the
think. 5.
original proposals we sent in January, viable. Some of it is, but I can't actually tell you which specs to that. Clear once the beta is out. So basically, it's a case of waiting for beta, and then everybody will know where they stand.
So last time I checked, you over 3,000. English is a hard language. Over 3,000 commanders have signed up for Distant Worlds 2.
200 now. It's
Oh my
seems to
god.
be growing every week.
So anything else you can tell us about Distant Worlds 2?
It's going to be awesome.
I think you can all guess where we're going. So obviously, Distant Worlds was the first Distant Worlds was a trip across the galaxy to the most distant worlds you can reach, which was where Beagle Point is. So we'll be doing that, but we won't be doing exactly the same route. There'll be new waypoints. Going to plan the as well, which we didn't do on Distant Worlds 1, but
One thing I'm interested about. Sorry to pop in, but when I looked at Distant Worlds, I wasn't playing, but I kind of regret that I wasn't part of the original. But it looked like it jumped basically from the bubble and just covered the north end. Is there any interest in going south and then going back up north around that and looking at some the quote distant worlds to the southern edge of the galaxy?
not for the outbound trip, but that could be something we think about for the return trip, because we're not going to come back the same way. We're going to go slightly.
Cool, very cool. All right, thank you.
Hermes, what do you think of the Q4 changes, and which change are you most excited for?
Based on what you can tell us, of course.
I think it's actually not exactly an exploration change. It's actually, I'm more looking forward to the new mining mechanics.
Oh, yeah.
Deep core blasting and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've heard, they sound really, really cool mechanics. So we did want to incorporate that into Distant Worlds too, if you've read the original proposals, and see how that pans out. But
Nice.
as for the exploration mechanics we've been told about, a lot of like pros and cons to that by the sounds of it, and for that I'd rather see it in action before I comment on that.
What
I don't
cons are
think-
you thinking about?
I don't think that the mechanics they're bringing in, they should have been there from the very beginning. You know, when it was first released, I don't think there'd been any problems with it then if it had been released. A lot of
Yeah.
the fixing the barn door after the horse is bolted type thing.
So
You're
you're
about the honking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Step in the right direction.
Advanced
but-
Discovery scanner.
anything is better than that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So it
Better than
sounds
what we
like
had,
you're
yeah.
actually looking forward to the changes where exploration is more of an actual interactive element into the game, where you put effort into actually seeing something rather than just wasting time flying out to something and looking at it.
I've actually commented on other people's ideas over the last few years about that, and it's always something I've advocated, that exploration needs to be more interactive. There's got to be an element of discovery to it, and overplay type thing.
Animals, are you taking the same ship to Beagle Point at Distant Worlds 2 than what you
The
took to
crate.
Distant Worlds?
I'll take the crate, yeah. Take the crate on this time. Distant Worlds 1, I took the Asp.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. It's I think the crate's quite a nice shape. I like the fighter.
Yeah,
Nice
it's
cockpit
nice.
view. Yeah. Good explorer.
That's actually something I think I want to touch on maybe with Henka more, but I mean, you can give your opinion because you mentioned the crate, and are you looking forward to seeing more new ship, basically seeing a wider variety of ships? Because obviously in DECE when we started, it was 90 Anacondas and 20 other different random ships, and then as we come to the finish, it's all the other random ships that ended it, and all the Anacondas are gone. Like, they never finished, they never got around to it.
That's the thing about the Anaconda. Its strength is its range, but it's not really a really good explorer, because it hands like a cow on ice, and the cockpit view is not very good for exploration. I'm looking forward to seeing a variety on Distant Worlds too. I think the Guardian boosters and engineered FSDs have given it more flexibility for what people can take with them. So yeah, I think it should be a good variety. But I think if you look at the Worlds Tour rosters, we've still got over 1,000 Anacondas going, so it's going to be ingrained with us forevermore, the Anaconda. Unless we get a dedicated exploration ship, which... So we'll have to wait and see what happens there.
Aramus, at your visit at the Frontier HQ, did you see any new exploration ships?
We didn't actually go to Cambridge. Our little interview type thing was over Skype, so we didn't actually get to see any.
Oh.
Any
It's all
secrets?
available. Yeah, nothing. We didn't get to see any slideshows or any videos or anything.
Speaking of ships and the Anaconda, I think the Anaconda is a very good mining ship. Will there be any mining on Distant Worlds too?
I have a follow-up question to that. Do we have a mega ship at Distant Worlds 2?
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
I have to admit personally, like, I was planning on building either a crate or a T10, basically as a mining and full support craft for whatever's going to happen, especially hoping for a carrier or megaship or something like that. And I'm wondering if other people who have made those builds are still anticipating basically a CQC or something, like a CQC ship, a community goal ship, just for the DW2, and that doesn't have anything to do with anything on Frontier's end. But if you know anything about other players who are looking forward to pushing that, like, I mean, obviously Canon has the Gnosis. Is there an idea of maybe Distant Worlds creating their own megaship, even if it doesn't make it the whole way? Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't think that's on the cards, to tell you the truth. I think that's something I can't say. I don't think that's going to be an option. What I was saying there about some of the proposals we sent in January, which are actually public, they're quite ambitious, but we posted them as early as we did, in hope that they would give food for thought to the Frontier. These carriers and megaships could be a little bit more interactive, maybe with logistics in mind, but maybe they were slightly over ambitious. So you can read into that how you want. It will reveal all anyway.
Erimus, you mentioned earlier that you have been in Skype connection with Frontier. Have they been active contacting you guys, the organizing side of Distant Worlds?
We've been trying to have a dialogue with Frontier for quite a while.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And obviously, Frontier invited a few people to the offices a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I read about it.
Yeah. There was somebody from the Distant Worlds organisation team invited to that. So Dr. Kai, who's really good at persuasion, he got in touch with Frontier and reminded him that there was a whole community working on a rather large expedition. Could we actually have a word and see how the expedition's going to work with your...
The reason I was asking was that because, well, Frontier is known about their sometimes bad communication skills. So,
well, I don't think that's a secret. Everybody knows that. So we're just explorers. We're just like everybody else. We've got to fight for our place in the game, and hopefully we get to listen to now and again.
Yeah. But obviously they have been in contact with you guys now, so it's all good.
They are now. We've got an open dialogue now, and
Nice.
things are starting to move forward.
That's good to hear.
I have to say that I'm prepping at least 2 different ships for this, and whatever happens, I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for whatever. I didn't get to go on the first DW expedition because I wasn't really playing the game that heavily, which sounds insane for me to say. Anybody who's looked at my recent activity, but I'm excited about this next DW, and I'm glad that I've been accepted into it, and I really look forward to being a part of it. No matter what I can do, as long as it's helpful and useful to other people.
Expeditions bring the best out of people. Where I enjoy most of them is the cooperation and the teamwork. Normally, explorations are like a lonely pursuit, a solo thing you do at the time. But these expeditions sort of bring the community together.
Yeah.
And we sort of
it does.
Yeah. You sort of like see other aspects to the game when you're playing in a large community and pulling together for the same goal.
Yeah, and while we have
The friendships that are forged.
Yeah, and while we have spent a year circumnavigating the galaxy, I think it's fair to say that all commanders who has been with us the whole trip, I can call them my family almost.
Oh, Hinka. Very nice of you.
Well, year is a long time.
Hinka, you're gonna make me cry.
Well,
I call you dad.
Also, year is a long time to listen to Jank, so.
Hey.
Just
Aramis, you mentioned that there is going to be a lot of commanders on Distant Worlds. So do you have any fears for the game mechanic problems such as instancing and dropouts and crashes to desktop and
You beat me to it.
such
It's a
like
good
problems?
question. Yeah, great question. That beat me to it. Exactly. I was going to say the same thing next.
Something that's out of my hands. We've got no guarantees that anything like that's going to be fixed. Like on that front, they do try their best, but I think what they're surprised of is, they tend to do crazy things like get 100 people in an instant and crash the server, and like we did on Distant Worlds 1, and so we sort of take the game where they weren't thinking it could try things that it shouldn't really be trying. That shouldn't be really tried, but I think one thing we do.
What I worry about DW2 is that in DECE in Dead Ends, we crashed the game with an instance of 27 people, I think. At the very start. At the very start, we crashed the game.
Yeah. With
just less than 30 people.
I'm not sure if the server's become more unstable since Distant Worlds 1, because we were having instances with 50 and 60 people and with no problem at some stage.
Yeah, I don't think
you can. One instance.
I don't think that 100 commander instances are any more possible in any way.
I think they've put a hard limit on that now, and it does cause instability.
But I think if we can do kind of what we did at Beagle Point, where we met up, we had 20 people in an instance, 20 people in another instance. We had basically 3 different instances that I know of with about 20 people or 20 to 25 people in each of them. If you can push that number up, maybe get to 30, 40 people in an instance, that would be great.
Yeah, 30 is more than enough really for base camp events and scouting events and things like that. You don't want to or anything like that, or like you said, you don't want people dropping out all the time because you're trying to squeeze too many people into this. We've got to be sensible about it. We actually might even try and impose server limits ourselves, and don't.
Yeah, of course. You don't want to be trying to build an instance with 1,000 people, 1/3 of the entire expedition or something like that in it. That would be just
Which would be
utterly
impossible.
insane.
Just-
Literally impossible.
just
Yeah.
Plus, they'll probably get a mass ban if we tried that.
Hermes, my last question for you. I don't know about Henke or Cenk, but my last question to you, being the veteran explorer as you are, what is your best exploration advice for Hermes wannabes?
That's a hard question. I know I'm sort of like promoting distant worlds to a massive expeditions at the moment, but honestly, the best experience of exploration I've had personally is the first time you go out on your own, the first time you do a solo trip on your own, when you're out there on your own. Those experiences that you can't repeat. So anybody who's new to exploration, to the game basically, just go out there on your own and then come back, and then expeditions are there.
Yeah, I should do that. I have never been allowed.
Can't beat a little bit of solo exploration, yeah. Just go back to that eventually, and obviously these expeditions come around every now and again and we all join together, but
yeah,
for me is where it's at.
Henke, do you have any last questions?
Yeah, I have the one final question. Is there any location in the galaxy which you haven't visited yet?
It's called the Tenebrous region, and it's not far actually. It's on the eastern side of the galaxy.
Yeah,
It's a little bit like it looks on the map. It's a little bit like the Abyss, something that's quite hard to cross.
yeah. We had a couple of base camps at Tenebrous at DECE.
I haven't been there. I haven't been as well. I haven't been to the Abyssal Plain, which is up in the top.
Yes.
So I guess I have one last question, if that's okay.
Shoot.
What does your name mean?
Well, Aramis, this is a. Well, you being American, you won't understand because it's about soccer.
Oh, wait! Hey! I am American. I live in Japan. I am a global citizen. Don't start.
Well, okay, so Aramis is the Latin motto for my hometown team.
Oh.
So, and the Kamsel bit I'm keeping secret. So there you go.
Okay.
All right, I love
Aramis
it.
and Kamsel.
Honestly, I love it, dude. I love it and I respect it, bro.
Aramis is one commander and Kamsel's the other commander, so I just combined them into one name.
I guess I should say bruv, shouldn't I? I respect it, bruv. If I say bro, it sounds way too American, right?
Bruv's too southern for me. I'm from the north. Bruv's like in the south. The north. They say that in the south.
If you guys don't have any more questions, then I would like to send this interview to a close. And just before we do that, Aramis, do you have any last words for us?
Just basically wait for beta, have a good look at beta, have a think about what loadouts you're going to take on Distant Worlds and what ships you're going to take, because you might have to have a little bit of a rethink with the new content that's coming.
Dun, dun, dun.
Together for a really, really good adventure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for joining us,
you.
Aramis.
Thank you, Aramis. And I think we are back. And firstly, my apologies that I talked over because I didn't remember to mute my mic in OBS. I have done these talk shows like for a year and I still don't know how to use OBS, so my apologies.
And I can see our guest, our next guest.
I hope you enjoyed. That was pre-recording interview of Commander Aramis Kamsel earlier this week. So I think that was...
Yeah, Henke, what was that elevator music about? It sounded great, but I got confused. What was it about?
Elevator music, what are you talking about?
I heard elevator.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Remember, Maxus, when Erimus told us about stuff and things?
Stuff and things.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. He told us exclusively about stuff and things.
Yeah, those were
Only
some
only.
really good stuff and things, but
Yeah.
I don't know
Awesome
if...
stuff in Q4.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember.
But it's really sad if people only heard some elevator music, so my apologies. I don't know what happened. Really sorry about that.
Yeah, you're still a newbie about the
OBS,
the
yeah.
OBS.
I must have been clicked some button or something. I don't know. But back to the task at hand. I'm at 4 Eridani at the moment, and what's our plan from now on? I have no idea. We might be jumping to Agrende, but where we are jumping from?
We are jumping from the star entry point at 4 Eridani, so I think Dr. Nagi has made us an instance that we can jump into. So
Yeah,
if you're already at Eridani, then you can try to locate Dr. Nagi.
okay, the mass jump is at 1600 hours, so we have 14 minutes to go, and we should have our next guest here, Commander Lone John Silver, so... And he's here!
It looks like he's here.
Yeah. I will try to find Dr. Nagy. That was a beer opening.
Oh, you could tell it was beer. Yes, it was a beer. It was my first beer. This 2-hour talk show. I don't have 6 beers like you. Or did you say 8? I think you said that 8 beers, Inka. I don't have 8 beers. I just have 4 beers on standby. But should we get started with the Lone John Silver?
Yeah, I think we should. I will try to drop to Mickey Shade's low wake because I don't see Commander Dr. Nagy here, so I think... Yeah, there you are.
We can...
I will drop
Get
Chang's signal.
I'm dropping on Mickey Shades and Wayland and a couple others. And there are ships here. Hello. Freddy, Nagi, Orsi, Nimdok, Wayland. Yep, this is it.
Yeah, I'm coming there.
My beacon's up. You can just drop in on me.
Cool. Nice.
Thank you, Jack.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
I can hear Lone John Silver.
Hey, hello.
Hello, Lone John.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. As I said earlier, I'm a bit sad today, but also happy that so many of us has made the expedition.
Oh my god.
So, congratulations to all, even though that didn't complete the navigation, but began on this navigation.
Yeah.
How are you today, Lone John?
I'm fine. I have 8 times 24 beers. If someone's good at head count.
You should be covered, right?
Yes, I think so. And so I'm good.
You visited the Systembolaget.
Yes, I was at the System Bolag. But that one, and the beer I already had. I went for whiskey and wine and someone else.
So you don't settle with only the beer?
No.
Lone John, do all Swedes drink so much? Because Swedes don't drink hardly any alcohol.
Yes, I think the Systembolag was implemented in the beginning of the 19th century, or the Motbok system, and which later turned to the Systembolag, because the Swedish people were about to drink themselves to death. So the government had to limit the drinking in some way.
Sounds like Finland.
Yes. It's the only place where you can buy alcoholic drinks.
And Helsingør, right?
Yes. and the ferries to Finland.
What? What was I don't know what
The
you're talking
ferries to
about.
Finland are a big
yeah.
thing here in Sweden.
I know, because they're a big thing to Sweden from here.
And actually, I was first to reach Ashurenda today with my new booster, so I'm very happy.
Oh, your Guardian boost.
Yeah, 9 minutes from launch, from jump to Dr. Nagi.
Oh,
Nice.
that is really quick.
Yeah,
That is really quick. So you went to a Guardian site and did all the tricks to get the booster materials?
Yeah, just the booster. I got, when I was there, I got 2. I did the whole thing 2 times. I don't know if I can. What's the next thing to unlock? If it's the
Could be
well,
the
I don't know.
fighters.
Down
Could be
to
the fighters or the power
down
plant
to
or the
down to earth
It'll
down to earth astronomy.
depending on what you fly. It'll either be if it's just the Guardian sites, not the fighters, it'll be either weaponry or it'll be cargo bays and power plants and shields.
Okay, but I'm satisfied with the booster, so that's what I came for. So
That's all I did myself too.
Down to earth astronomy. What's your poison when you're drinking alcohol? While we are talking about alcohol.
I think probably straight up whiskey.
Oh,
But
nice.
Good man. All right.
not right now.
Someone I can trust. All right.
And it has to be Jameson, right?
Not necessarily, no.
No. Blasphemy.
See, because
So-
I'm drinking Maker's 46. It's actually their limited Maker's Mark aged bourbon brew. 46 is the special top shelf series. It's a special evening. It deserves it.
I know Jameson isn't a good whiskey, but it's still called Jameson, so.
Blasphemy.
and Jack, now I can say you that I don't like whiskey.
Oh.
But vodka, yes.
Sometimes, yeah. Very rarely, but sometimes. Vodka and apple juice, orange juice. That's a nice combination.
Screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
Getting
back to Elite Dangerous.
Macross is the one bringing us back on track. Imagine
Yeah.
that.
Lone John, tell us about your unlocking experience. Was it hard? Was it easy?
No, it took one afternoon and one in an evening in one sitting, maybe 4 or 5 hours. From decision to do it, and Google it, how to do it, and go there and do all these things, and get the materials, and at last to buy the booster. It was done in one evening.
Yeah, it doesn't
But I
take
read
too long.
No, I read that it could be done in like 2 hours or something, but
Yeah.
and it's nice. But and I made a new Anaconda with the booster, and then upgraded all the modules, engineered all the modules.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get the last 3 light years, which was shown on Coriolis. So I spent the last 2 days trying to figure out where those 3 fucking light years went. and today on the way here, and on the way to the first mass jump, I went to Felicia Farsier. And I realized that I had put wrong experimental. Yes,
wrong blueprint.
I put the
I know, because
not
it
blueprint.
happened to me also.
I didn't choose Mass Manager. I chose stripped down.
Okay.
So I had the FSD stripped down instead of Mass Manager.
So you found your 3 light years.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm not maxing out or anything. I have 73 fully loaded, 75 on fumes.
Yeah.
But that's still with SRV and SLF and everything you need. Yeah. That's nice.
I know that
Yeah,
most
73, that's nice.
most of the DC fleet has already done their Agrende tour and sold their data and everything, but this is really the final jump to Agrende in terms of finishing DC. So this jump will have some sentimental value, I think. How are you feeling, Lonson? What are your feelings when DC is ending?
I feel sad and relieved actually, because I'm a very casual player actually. Normally. So this year has been pretty stressing for me to get the time to play that I want, and that is good that I can now concentrate on other things and both other games and real life. But of course it's sad. It has been a real journey.
Yeah, I agree.
But even though you call yourself a casual gamer, there has been time enough for you to reach the waypoints and the base camps.
Yeah, the last half from Beagle Point to this end, I managed to get more time than the first half. So it has been better. In the first half, I was always late and was jonking to get to the waypoints and the mass jumps. But this time, I have been a couple of days before on almost every base camp, I think.
So, do you find that you change your exploration style from the first half to the second half? You explored in a different way, more jumping, or
yeah, more jumping and more economical mode. And I went higher and lower. Actually, even from when I quit in March or in December and restarted in March last year. Actually, it's from that point, I think, I have had... My goal have been to not go to pre-discovered system.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you guys, you go out to the rim to try to find the outest stars, the furthest stars.
Yeah.
When you go there on the rim, the stars are already discovered, almost all of them.
Yeah, I think I found one at the most, I think. Then again, I haven't been at the very outer rim all the time, but some of the time. But you're right. I saw familiar faces.
Yeah, there's one name that pretty much dominates that whole area.
Yeah. You're thinking about Hamstel Bastard, right?
Correction. Hamstel Bastard. Hamstel Bastard. That's the real name.
But I went to pretty straight routes from waypoint to waypoint, but high or low, and I spent a very lot of time in the 3D map of EDD. Not to jump into pre-discovered systems. And I've managed to hit maybe only one or two pre-discovered waypoints, systems when entering the base camps and the poise.
Yeah.
1 minute to must jump to Agrende.
Yep. It looks like everybody's already charging up, so...
Okay.
I'm ready to get left behind, so don't wait up for me.
Is everybody here?
You can go.
We
Yep,
hope so.
everybody who's gonna be here is here, so
You can go and leave me. I don't mind.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready, here we come. DECE is finally over. Officially over. No, not finally. Not finally. Officially.
Goodbye, guys. Nice to see you. Bye bye.
You left me here all alone, you bastards.
It'll never not be funny.
I know.
It will never not be funny now.
Quite a lame joke, but still gets you every time, Jank, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It really does.
It's so lame that even I am laughing for it.
Our next destination is Agenda 7D.
Yeah.
I have a commander on the ground, so I will use him
And
to wing in.
Jank posted the coordinates to Discord. Minus 78.78 dash minus 167.
Yeah, that's where my beacon commander is located right now.
And by the way, since we are lacking 2 guest slots from now to all the way to 1640, maybe now we can concentrate on our special guest at hand, Down to Earth Astronomy.
Yeah, hello.
You have been sitting quiet there and just waiting.
Yeah, I've been listening in, trying to follow you guys around.
I have to say it's really honored to having you here and nice to have
Happy
you.
to be here.
Yeah, I remember when you made one show about one of our base camps back in, was it last year or earlier this year?
Yeah, it was just after you guys left. I think it was actually quite far out. I think you were headed out towards the edge of the galaxy, around 20,000 ish away from the bubble.
Yeah,
and you came across a planet with whenever the planet moved into there was a moon. Whenever it moved into the shadow of the parent planet, it would be covered in a very thick fog. And I joined one of you guys in multi-crew and got some
Platypus.
Yeah. What?
Platypus Plateau.
Was it? No, I don't think it was that. It wasn't Platypus Plateau. It was the earlier one, the one Commander Greenberg found actually, and me.
Oh,
if I remember right.
Niflheim?
Was it Niflheim?
Yeah, could be that one. Yeah.
But it wasn't the Platypus Plateau, because it was before Platypus Plateau.
Oh, okay. Niflheim was the next one. Both those had really strong fog events.
Yeah, it was Niflheim, because Commander Greenberg named it, if I remember correctly. Might be.
But it was quite fun to see how the planet changed just within like 15 minutes from being what looks like a normal barren planet, and then suddenly, as soon as they moved into the shadow, it just became this, almost horror scene. Like you could make a good horror movie on that planet.
Yeah, it was quite a nice location because it was nice, very well lit before the gas giant went in front of the star, and then it was darkness all around, and the fog made it really special place.
Well,
Yeah,
the
Niflheim.
LZ is right on the edge of light and dark, so it's actually really easy to find. That's a bit of luck there.
Are you there, Chunk? Now I could drop to your wing signal.
Yep. I'm about to come down on it, so just follow me in.
Hello, Stuart GT.
I am nearly on the ground, so you can follow my wake.
Yeah, I'm in the wing with Tank and MP Astro.
Yeah. So
See if I can find this.
I'm sending invites now, so maybe some will. Oh, most of you guys are already in a wing.
It should mean it's such a big feature. Which end are we? Oh, you actually have the exact content. Okay, fair enough.
I think my game Oh nope! Oh, I thought my game crashed there for a second, just going into glide mode.
Now with so many people, it takes. Try. You can always put press Control B to see your network activity. It's often quite handy in cases like this.
Oh, I'm shooting over.
I am down here, and I'm right next to
oh, fudge.
I'm right next to Macross's other commander.
Tank, who's Fleur?
Oh my god. It's so bright with all the ships.
Yeah, so many ships around here. This is the one thing I don't like with T10. It's kind of sluggish in Super Cruise. So.
I'm underground now.
I'm dropping to Jank's wake.
Passion Sugar. Let's see. I'll leave the wing and then try to wing in some more. Wing. So let's see. Jackie's already in a wing. I'm just leaving the wing. Lone John Silva, what ship did you bring to the Guardian site?
I don't think he's here anymore.
What?
Is he gone?
He's already left.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So, I have a question for Down to Earth, if he doesn't mind. How did you even hear about us? Like what? Like, because Macross and Henka basically started this, and I remember when I interviewed them, they were just like, we weren't really going to tell anybody about it. We were just going to post it and let it be quiet, and have a handful of people. And I think they said they got almost 150 people signed up for it or something. And then
in EDSM.
like 90 people at their first day of launch were ready to go on and everything,
I was contacted. I think I heard from Commander. What's his name? Nimdog. Is that it?
Yeah. Nebulous Freaker.
Yeah.
Oh, Nimdog maybe. Yeah, either one of those.
Well, at least I was contacted because at the time I did a lot of these worth a visit videos where I went to various interesting exploration sites in or around the bubble. Basically like a sightseeing, like tourist guide for the bubble, and he told about that the foggy planet we talked about before, and asked if I wanted to join them in multi-crew to get some footage of it, and that was how the whole thing started.
Yeah, it was a surprise for me that you made us show one of our base. I heard it from Macross, I think. And it was nice.
Yeah, I was contacted by an Nimdog who said he mentioned the expedition on Down to Earth's YouTube channel.
And by the way, for the viewers who don't know what we're doing here, we should have an SRV race around 1620, starting from 1620 hours in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And because Tank, you found this location, I think you should organize the starting line. Do you have any ideas?
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, you have to take some responsibility now, man.
Oh, I know. Okay, so
where's our starting line? I will send my ship also.
All right. So if let me get out in camera mode so I can actually fly and see this at the same time.
Oh, and by the way, we don't have any prizes for you guys this time. sorry to say. But on the plus side, you can destroy your SRV without no worries, because we are not anymore at 60,000 kailis.
I think right about here would be a good starting line if I can get somebody to.
But where's the finish? Where's the finish line? Where's the finish line?
I will go fly up to a finish line. So if somebody wants to,
I will come here as a starting line marker guy, dude, sort of something. So
just need to get the SRVs. We haven't even started. I'm already at 10% hull.
Yeah, but now's the case with the excessive damage bug with SRVs, because there's so many commanders here, and our SRVs are taking huge amount of damage from the smallest bumps. So I'm expecting many SRVs destroying here. So anyone,
wait,
you can
wait. The SRVs take more damage with more commanders are in the same instance.
Yes. That's
significantly.
Why?
It's a known bug.
So
It
everyone,
has been a bug since the SRV, but
everyone, I am the starting line marker man here, so you can line up with me, my SRV here. So I'm. How far are you going, Chang? 15 kilometers. Are you nuts?
15? No. I'm getting myself lined up.
But I think 15 kilometers might be fun. We certainly will see some SRV destruction.
Well, we don't want to go beyond that, because beyond that it gets very rough and rocky.
But anyone who has SRV,
just making sure how far it goes out where it stays flat, basically. So
15 kilometers is quite the distance in an SRV.
no, it's not that long. It's
I think.
But anyone
about here, maybe 10 to 12 kilometers right here is a pretty straight, relatively flat area. Won't risk anybody falling off the edge.
Yeah, but I think we have to still. Oh, there's some nice bunch of SRVs coming in. Oh, that looks nice. We have still plenty of time, so.
Oh, and by the way, if you do fall off the edge, make sure you have your recording on so we can all laugh at your video later.
Yeah. Down to Earth Astronomy, have you participated in SRV racing before?
Yes, I have. I've also hosted a few.
Nice. So you know what to expect?
Yeah.
We can expect some SRVs destroyed, explode, and lot of blood and tears and sweat and crying and.
All right.
I would expect so.
All right. That's exactly 10. That's exactly 10 kilometers. So.
Okay, so we have
starting formation. That's gonna be a lot of body contact to start with here.
Yeah. Were you, by the way, DTEA? Were you at Distant Worlds at the first Distant Worlds?
No, I haven't joined many of the or any of the long range exploration trips. Mainly because I only got my my alt account like a few months back. Several months back now, actually, when I started the whole new player friendly guides that I've been working on. And I didn't want to take my main account out on a long exploration trip, mainly because it makes it very difficult to do videos.
Yeah. But I think are you going to join the Distant Worlds too?
I might. I haven't decided. That depends if I can get my my secondary account up and running for that. It should be doable.
Nice.
But it's also a time issue. I mean, I do spend most of my time in game today researching for videos or recording. That takes a significant amount of time. There's often, I mean, a 10-minute video will, depending on how difficult the topic is, but that could be anywhere from 2 to 10 or 15 hours of gameplay and testing and researching, just to get those 10 minutes of videos that I need.
Yeah. But your producing quite a lot of videos. I think you're producing like a video a day.
Oh no, 2 a week.
2 a week? Oh.
Yeah. I launch videos. Yeah, if you do not count Hello Dave, I have like elite videos coming out Wednesday and Saturday, and then I have Hello Dave on Monday, and I have a live stream on Tuesday. So I have 4 events every week.
You know, I've been
we
watching your videos.
We have a simple beacon in the game. Actually, there's a satellite egg here.
Oh.
there's an egg right here at right where I am.
Yeah, but it might be only in your instance. It might not show for everyone.
Yeah, let me get rid of this sentry. Go away.
By the way, DTEA, it's a funny thing. I have been watching your videos for a long time, but only when I sent you the invite to come as a guest to our talk, so I realized that I haven't subscribed to your channel in YouTube. I have been watching your videos for... Yeah, I did already, but I realized that I've been watching your videos for a year, at least, and I haven't subscribed to you. But now I have. I fixed that error. So...
Thank you.
Yeah.
How many subscribers do you have now, Down to Earth?
24, I think, last time I checked.
That's nice. 24,000.
Yeah.
24,000. Because I was going to say that 24 subscribers, that's even less than me.
No, I only count in thousands. So it's currently 24,350.
Oh no. Behave, kids. Play nice. There's already shenanigans going on.
What kind of videos do you find that give you the most subscribers? The most new subscribers?
The most new subscribers are definitely there's often a proportion between how many views a video get and how many subscribers you gain from a video. So if I were to purely go and say, okay, I just want views, clicks, subscriptions, I should do nothing but money-making videos all day. Now, I haven't done any money-making video as of recent, mainly because Frontier has been so aggressive in their nerfs. So we'll have to find other ways to get that kind of information out. But yeah, if it was purely just for the clicks, there would just be money-making videos all day. That's definitely the stuff that attracts the most people.
Could you say that it's actually your fault, Down to Earth Astronomy, that the money-making exploits, they are being nerfed by Frontier because you are making them public? So, in essence, it's your fault that we're not making any money.
Some would argue, but from my point of view, I see myself very similar to any other journalist. And let's say some journalists dig up some story about something and then write a news article about it, and then some decision makers, political whatever, they decide to change the rules around that. Now, is it the journalist's fault that the law has been changed?
Yes.
I mean, that's well, from my point of view, it's not. But
it was a hypothetical question.
Yes, from my point of view, it's not the journalist's fault that's been changed, and I see the same much the same way. But of course, I mean, a lot of people probably don't agree with that point of view, which is one of the reasons why I have been holding back on the money-making video.
Oh, so there are more exploits out there.
There are always exploits,
there are plenty of money-making spots out there.
If they're not pointed out, then they don't get fixed, and the game then gets other problems introduced into it because of them. So, it's if you're letting people know and telling people that this is a thing, a lot of people will then take advantage of it for a while, but it'll get fixed a lot faster at the same time. So, things like the mass passenger missions and whatnot.
Jank, are you acting as our finish line? Maybe.
I am the finish line, so basically just drive in front of me and I'll see it.
Okay, everyone, bash Jank's ship. That's the procedure. We have currently I counted 8 SRVs here. So where's the rest of the SRVs? Come on, guys and girls.
We're starting at 20 past?
Yes, 20 past.
Okay, good.
But we have only 50 seconds and only 8 SRVs, but well, we go with this then. Okay. 5 seconds.
Half of them won't make it anyway, so.
2, 1, go! I'm winning.
Are we allowed to shoot people?
Oh,
I think
you can try.
No.
You can try. But I don't recommend that. We might have some.
might shoot back.
Yeah, and we might have some police officers here if we start to shoot each other. So.
Oh, but if you're at the back of the pack, if they have to shoot back, they will have to stop. Although they could go forward mode, but
I'm already a wanted criminal for scanning this space egg here, so that's fun.
No.
Come on, guys, where are you? I'm leading. This is no race. This is simple win for me. Who's shooting me?
Oh, there go a whole lot of ships taking off.
Yeah. And I see them crashing to each other. So.
I heard an explosion. Who died?
Ooh, fudge! No. Oh, and I can see.
You're supposed to go in a straight direction, right?
I can see
just a straight line. Yeah,
I can see a red square. So we have some Guardian Sentinels here, very close to us.
Yeah, I tried to take them out, which is why I'm wanted criminal.
Okay.
Just gonna drive right past them, and I'll be just on the other side.
Come on, guys, where are you? You're not giving me any challenge.
I think I'm about 500 meters.
Are you racing or not?
Oh, I'm racing.
I'm all alone here in the lead, so. Ooh.
Henke, are you going in the right direction?
Yes, I am.
There's only one way to go.
Yeah.
Well, not really.
Chank is like 4.6 kilometers away, so.
I can't see Chank.
I can see Chank because I'm in his wing.
Cheetah.
That's not cheating. Rules didn't say that. No, rules didn't say that. And someone is still shooting at me.
I can't imagine who that might be. Henke.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3.
That's
3, 4. 3 SRVs up in front. 2 a little ways behind them. You're not as far in the lead as you might think you are, Henke.
Yes, I am. I'm dominating this race. Eat my dust, you mortals.
Down to earth. The most controversial money-making exploit that you did on your stream. Which one was that?
Most controversial? Huh.
Yeah, the one that gave you the most negative feedback.
The most negative feedback is... I actually don't know which one would be the most negative feedback.
That Panther Clipper thing did, I think it sent a bit negative vibes.
So there was the whole discussion that didn't really give us much negative feedback. I mean, there was a pretty decent discussion in that under that video actually. But as I also mentioned in when I talked about that the source from where the information came from was dodgy at best. So, I mean, and it did turn out to be mostly bogus. Most of it seems.
Yeah.
Well, we technically don't know yet, but I'm not too confident that that's any valid information.
Winner is here.
And Henka passes me at first. And it looks like Astro here, down to Earth, is passing second.
Oh my 40%. Oh my god.
Oh, that was my ship.
And I heard an explosion.
Yeah.
That was my ship.
I heard a pop. I heard a...
Yeah, my hull dropped to 14%.
You have to actually survive just over the finish line.
There's a tire rolling by. I think this is...
I must say my SRV was in one piece when I jumped over the finish line, so not landing afterwards.
Here's one tire rolling by, so I think this is your down to astronomy.
You can keep it as a victory trophy.
Thanks. Wow.
Do you have any video evidence to support your claim that your SRV was indeed in one piece when you jumped, Jank?
I'm recording it, so
because otherwise,
I think watching the live stream would do.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't see the explosion, but I saw your tire rolling by.
I saw him jump over my back end, and as I was turning the camera around, I just hear pop.
Yeah, it was like one of these tiny rocks that's just big enough to actually cause damage, and I just went face first into that, and that didn't end well.
So that was our SRV race. I don't know if people has any fighters along, but there's time for fighter racing also, and we have a cannon right next to us.
10K wasn't bad. That was like 5 minutes, you know.
DTEA, have you been in a fighter racing?
Yeah, also done a bit of fighter racing.
Yeah, we had some SRV racing at DECE, but I don't think we had any fighter racing because no one had fighters.
No, I think you're right, Henk. I can't remember we had any SLF races.
That was the plan.
Maybe we had some at the first.
Yeah, we had some kind of initial plan to have some fighter racing, but then people start dropping their fighter base along the way. So,
let's see if I can find my destroyed SRV.
Nimdok, I can lend you a fighter if you want. I have my fighter bay with me, my T10, so I can happily lend you one. I can be an observer, but I don't know. You should be in multi-crew and... hold on. I have to recall my ship first. And I have to drop down from the wing. I don't know how this is going to happen because... leaving wing and joining multi-crew might crash the game.
You should probably leave the wing first, and let that resolve.
Yeah, I know, but multi-crew has been very unstable since its launch. But we can try, so Nimbuk, you can... Actually, by the way...
I would not recommend multi-crew with this many players around.
I was about to say, with this many people...
Where's my ship? Oh, what's happening here? Our ships are... oh my god. My ship is landing...
What are your ships doing?
Are they
trying to mate? What is going on?
I don't know.
Are they actually trying to land on top of each other?
Yeah, and my ship just went away. She was like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
God damn you, Flurboard Razak, you ruined my landing. Come back.
I tried once when I recalled my ship at a Guardian site. I was driving. It was actually trying to land inside one of the. Also was a ruin. It was trying to land inside the ruin itself. So I drove there, and right at the landing site, there was one of these ancient relic towers that comes up. So my car ended up landed on top of that tower instead of the actual ground.
Flaber Razak, you're in Corvette.
I am.
Oh my god.
I am indeed.
So, what's the name of the game now? Do we have a fighter racing?
Yeah, I think we should have a race.
Okay, Nimdok says that his game is so laggy that he don't want to join my multi-crew, but... Well, I can fly my fighter then if Nimdok doesn't want to. If only I could get my ship down. Oh, by the way, getting a ship down reminds me of DECE and Beagle Point meetup when my ship crash landed when I recalled her, if you can remember. Yeah, that was fun moment at DECE. It was like an hour or 2 days before the Beagle Point meetup with Beagle Point Expedition, and I was scouting some canyons for SRV canyon jumping, and I recalled my ship, and she flew straight in the canyon wall and destroyed, blew up. That was like the... Well, I don't need to tell you how did it feel like when I saw my dear T-Chan in pieces. It was not nice. But luckily I got my ship back when I messaged Frontier Support and got also my data back. So it was nice. It was nice. And they did it fast also.
So, oh well, it's only...
And I'm not going to even...
16:30, but do we want to get Nagi into the chat now?
Yeah, I think we can. If Dr. Nagi wants to join our talk show, he can.
Sure.
So,
why not?
Dr. Nagi, if you're listening,
why not?
You can join. I will ping him.
Is he in the channel?
No, he's at the other channel.
He's in Expedition Voids. He needs to switch to our channel.
I'm pinging him now. Good evening, Dr. Nagi. Hello. Welcome to the talk show. Commander Dr. Nagi. So, maybe you could tell something about yourself. Who are you and what are you doing here as our guest?
Yeah.
While I'm taking...
not a member of the expedition. I just met you guys at Beagle Point and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were at Beagle Point Expedition.
Sort of.
Sort of.
I joined one waypoint before Beagle Point. Then just went with them for a few waypoints before I got back to Colonia.
Nice. But I remember your name is very familiar in Discord, especially during DECE. I remember all your messages in Discord where you were like prepping us and saying you were following our progress and you are one of DECE fans, so to speak, I think.
Yes, I'm a bit of a fanboy.
So Chang, somebody, you have a fanboy.
I don't know if I do, but no, Nagi's been Nagi's been a great friend.
Meetups at Outrun Station Tour.
Oh yeah, I did that too, didn't I?
Someone was trying to land their asp on top of my fighter.
I have to take a small break. I will be right back.
Yeah, can we go to a different place now? My game is lagging as hell.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we might actually want to all go up to Super Cruise and then re-instance this. Because we had the same problem the last time at Beagle Point when we had our SRV, like, long trek race. So, as much of a pain as it is, we might want to all go up into Super Cruise and then basically come straight back down just to re-instance and get rid of the lag.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah,
So,
everybody's having problems, so... Yeah, I suggest everybody take off, go up to Super Cruise, we'll come back down, re-wing, somewhere basically back near the actual start LZ.
Have you noticed my ship's name and ID?
nope.
Welcome
Commander
home.
Nagi, Dr. Nagi. Oh, thank you very much, Dr. Nagi. Dr. Nagi has renamed his ship name to Welcome Home! Exclamation mark. Thank you very much, Dr. Nagi. Thank you very much. So you, Dr. Nagi, you were on the Beagle Point expedition.
Half of it.
Yeah, I think Nagi joined up with them to come out to Beagle Point while basically flying along with other people, and that's where he met us. And he's been a friend of mine in the chat and in Discord, both the game and here. And good guy and somebody good to talk to. And it's really good to see him here because he's been very supportive of all the madness we've done, basically in the following 6 months or 5 months after Beagle Point. So.
Yeah, at first, so there I got really bored at work, and I just opened the exploration forum and basically just read through your forum thread there. And that's when I noticed that you were meeting up with Beagle Point Expedition on Beagle Point, and I was already out in the black, so I decided to just go there.
So you went to Beagle Point on a whim?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, it is nice as an explorer to say that I have been to Beagle Point.
Oh yeah.
That is a very good start for an explorer in Elite Dangerous to say I have been to Beagle Point.
Also, I've went to Simotus Beacon, the most distant system.
Did you bring a lot of fuel? So you could do an attempt on the record from most distant location from Sol.
No, actually not. But I was there when Keith Drow did his record run.
Okay.
And I have a screenshot of him in Super Cruise, some light years away from me.
So people just go to Beagle Point and then fly away as fast as they can?
It's a bit further out than Beagle Point. And that record has just been busted a week ago or something like that. Actually, it's been 2 guys, and one has been refueling the other on the way, so he can go further.
Yeah, and I think I saw an example on Coriolis on the outfitting for one trying to do the record attempt, and I noticed that his fuel scoop was a class 3 fuel scoop, and that was mounted on his Anaconda. So imagine how long that will take.
God.
To,
Yes, we have a pair of AI bots at the camp.
I've got weapons.
Let's see how they wanted.
Cyril Silver and Uncle Wanja.
Is that an issue?
No, but it's just interesting. They're doing all kinds of weird acrobatics.
No, it's not a problem. They are clean, so They
Yeah,
won't
they're
do anything.
clean. So, but they might shoot at me. So I've actually got to. I gotta go fix my my status by landing at
What
the.
did you do?
I
No.
shot a skimmer.
It's not system police. It's not system police. I think.
Okay. I shot a skimmer. That's all I did.
Okay, I'm back. God damn, 2 beers and I'm pissing like a racehorse. What?
I've just shot runtime with my Gauss cannon just in front of Anchor.
Where are you guys?
We have basically took off and then basically came back down to land again to try to mitigate some lag.
Okay.
But there's 2 AI here now, and it's just very strange.
What treats do you carry? Okay, I don't carry anything. Yeah, I'm not carrying anything. But I will take my fighter out. Do you have
going to the SLF race site now, or where?
Yeah. I think we're at the location. I think we are near the original base point, close to it anyway.
Do you have a starting line here somewhere?
Can somebody wing me in?
Sure. If I find you, I will ring you in. Takanagi, I found you and I ringed you in. And my beacon is on. Yay.
Do we have a starting line
Can't
here
see
somewhere?
anything with all those lights in front of me.
Do we have a starting line? I think if we start just in front of me, then that will be the starting line.
Nice. But I think in the canyon maybe.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Which side? Where are you? I can fight you.
Is somebody fighting? What? Something just exploded.
Something just exploded. That is way loud.
Do we have a finishing line?
Oh, is that one of the AI? Did one of the bots just explode? Is somebody shooting them? What's...
So, I don't know who exploded. I have Action Sugar. I have him 10 clicks away. I am pointing in his direction right now, so we can make him the finish line. He's not in the canyon, but he can go down into the canyon. So if you guys are lining up in front of me and you fight us, and well, let's see. Let's pick a canyon. I'm going down the canyon now, so if you me and you fight us, and then we'll keep the finish line just in front of me. Oh, nice.
Where's the
Okay,
starting line?
I'm following.
Starting line is in front of me, in front of...
Oh, I just lost you.
Your commander name was...
Oh my god.
Commander name is Flurble Rasok.
I just lost you, Flabber Macross. I think this instance is coming unstable now. I can't see you anywhere anymore.
That's because I'm in the canyon.
Yeah, but
Hang on, let me just climb up the canyon, then you should be able to see me.
Yeah, but I saw you like 10 seconds ago, then you disappeared on me. So...
Well, could be the canyon.
Follow the SRVs, then you should be good. Oh, I'm just climbing. Are we starting outside the canyon or down inside the canyon?
Let's start down inside the canyon. That would be more exciting. Can you see me now, Henka?
I can see down to Earth astronomy here, but I don't see you.
Strange.
I just lost like 5 contacts, so this is the instancing thing at its best again, so...
Henka, I see your fighter.
Oh, but I can't see you.
Oh, system authorities en route. They'll be here in 10 seconds. I need to not be here.
I got the same message.
God damn it, Chang.
I didn't do. It wasn't me. Somebody else shot the freaking AI bots. All citizens must submit to authorities. Nope, not gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, I think I will. Oh,
Just turn off report crime.
If you're not wanted, no, my report crime is not on. It's because I killed a skimmer, but somebody else killed an actual ship.
yeah, I think this instancing is just doing its thing again because.
And the instancing is being weird because of it. Yeah.
Hey guys, I see you just fine. Can you see my ship? I mean my Corvette now.
No.
Of course, if I go pay off my fine of 200 credits, it's gonna send me 5 systems away. So I don't want to do that either.
I can see you, Henka.
Yeah, I can see a few commanders here, but I can't see you, Macros. This is.
Strange.
Yeah, instancing.
Can you see? Can you see Commander Wayland?
Yes, I can see Wayland.
Okay. Give me a second.
AW and me and Down to Earth were all seeing basically everybody. So that was, I don't know why.
I can see Dr. Nagi there and Wayland and AW, Mickey Shades, Nimdog.
Macros is just on top of us.
Just let me let me know when the cops leave, then I can come back. Oh, how many times have I said that?
I think your fighter is spinning right in front of me.
Yeah, well, we just have to live with this, so there's nothing we can do, I think. As annoying
I can see someone ramming into Henka, but I can't see the actual ship doing a fighter doing it.
Nobody is ramming me now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Your ship is flaring up like something is hitting you.
Oh, now now it just exploded.
So on my screen, you were just sitting in empty space, and then suddenly your ship exploded, or your fighter exploded.
Okay.
Can you see me now, Henka?
I will take a new fighter until it's constructed again, so... For some reason my fighter exploded.
That is very strange, Henka. Very strange. Maybe you should report it as a bug that your fighter blew up.
Fuck a bug. I'm not going to report these bugs anymore because they are never fixed, so... I'm done with that.
Anyway, should we start from the canyon? Anyone who could see me, then just follow my Corvette, and then have your fighter start in front of me, and then we'll go in the general direction that my Corvette is pointing in.
Dr. Nagi, if there will be DECE2, are you going to join DECE2?
Well, I'm about to launch my fighter.
Well, I think the question is, we've talked about DECE2.
Yeah.
A second circumnavigation. Having watched everything we've done and kind of been witness to all of it, do you have any interest in an expedition of that length, or do you really feel it's a very, very
just
niche
put me
kind
on the
of
roster already, yeah?
We cannot confirm or deny anything at this point.
That was a pretty clear answer to your question, Jack.
Yeah, it was. I mean, obviously, we're not trying to pressure anybody into something that may or may not even exist.
Yeah.
Just gauging interest in it.
Oh my god.
Now the Corvette turned completely red. So, okay, do you guys, do you think there's a, what did you call it, like a string of stars that leads you out of the galaxy?
I haven't seen any evidence to that effect, but
yeah, what's it called? The
Stellar
stream. Yeah.
Stellar stream.
Stellar stream.
No, I don't think there is. I don't think there is. And if it's out there, then it's pretty well hidden. I did find one big mystery on my circumnavigation though. I found I think it's a blue galaxy, and I'm not even sure it's a galaxy, but it's blue and it was very distinct. But I couldn't get close to it.
I think I looked that
You
up.
mean a nebula?
No.
No, because
I'm getting scanned by something.
Yeah, I think I could see the blue dot, the galaxy from the Sol system, but I could also see it very clearly from the place that we were going at the time. It was close to Ericsson's star, and blue galaxy, as I call it, was very distinct. But I haven't been able to identify the real world galaxy name.
Well, so we're talking about something outside the Milky Way, like outside the galaxy we are in, right?
Yeah, it's definitely outside.
Galaxy.
Okay, I just because you said it was close to some star, and I was like, wait, what? Okay.
Macros, I can still see you.
You can't see me?
No, I can't.
Oh,
damn. Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
This is so annoying. Instancing ruining the party again. Not the first time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I don't want to go to the detention center for a 200 credit fine. This is so stupid.
Really, I mean...
maybe you can just pay it off?
Almost.
No, that's the problem. I pay it off. I'm like, hey, here's my 200 credits. And they're like, thank you for your 200 credits. Now go to jail.
Yeah, did you see that? Was it Ed Lewis who got the live on one of the Tuesday live streams, I think, or whenever it was, where he got he also got sent to a detention ship for paying a fine.
Like you get sent to the detention center because you paid the fine. It's like, I got a parking ticket. They're like, oh, we appreciate you paying off your parking ticket. Now go to jail 5,000 light years away.
Exactly.
I paid the parking ticket. What the hell?
I just don't understand the system, because sometimes you get sent to detention, sometimes not.
I shot a robot that nobody even owns. It had no facility connection, no clan connections, nothing. It was just a random. It was literally just Sentry all by itself, and I shot it so I could scan the egg, and then it's like, now you're a wanted criminal. For what? 200 credits.
I'm at the bottom of the canyon now with down to earth astronomy, and I still can. Freddy DeLorean is flying right there, and I can see some commanders here, but still no macros here.
I'm coming down.
Goddamn Frontier, 4 years Frontier, and the instancing is still crap. This is sad. Sad.
So I can't see.
I can see you. Can you see me?
I can see Dr. Nagi. I can see Dr. Nagi. Yes. Javelin. Yes. Javelin detected. Yes.
There's like
the level of punishment you get in the system just makes absolutely no sense to me. I mean, if you are speeding outside a busy station and actually ramming into people, you get a warning, and in some cases you will get a fine. But if you dare park on another man's parking spot, it is instant death sentence.
Yeah.
Deserved.
Exactly.
But I can understand the reason why, because the reason why is because of griefing in the initial phases. Yes, of
the reason
game,
why is that in the future they live in a civilized
grief
society where people don't park in other people's parking spaces.
Yeah. That's one major problem in an open space like open space game like this, that griefers can have their fun if they are not punished severely enough. So that was one of the griefer reasons why that is.
Yeah, I get it's for gameplay reasons and balancing reasons, but from a lore perspective, or just a logic perspective, it makes very little sense to me. But
it is very harsh. It is very harsh.
You have to find a balance between those two.
Yep. Yeah, you do. Are you guys ready?
Which
I
direction?
I don't know.
Which direction? That's a really good question. Yeah.
Zero 0 degrees, I think is. Ooh, fuck! No.
If I go 0 degrees, Inga, I will ram into the wall. So I'm going to go at 4 degrees.
You are allowed to turn your ship.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Danjo. Thank you very much. You're so kind.
Okay. Where's the finish line?
Good question. It's 10 clicks away.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can make it.
Ship Racing Royale. Last fighter still flying wins.
Well, I'm paying off my 200 credit fine. Let's see if they throw me in jail for it.
I'm in a Guardian fighter. Those things blow up fast.
Can you see a beam laser shooting up in there in front of you, 10 clicks away?
No.
Nope.
Must
they
be
sent me to
behind the curve.
detention facility. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Am I kidding you?
Nope.
No, I'm not kidding.
I'm so sad about this distancing.
But
This is no, the detention facility mechanics are just ridiculous. They're broken. There's no reason I need to go to jail 1,000 light years away because of a 200 credit fine. This is absurd. This is absolutely, literally absurd. Like,
it is very absurd.
There should be some minimum. Say, okay, if it's under, like, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000 credits, then okay, you get off with a warning and pay the bill, and then go on your way.
Or make it dependent on what kind of crime you committed, actually.
They only sent me one jump away, but it's still...
Do we have the finish line anywhere? Physical finish line yet?
Yeah, we have Ashen Sugar Valhero at the finish line. He's 10 clicks away. When you see a giant Imperial color, which is looking very nice indeed.
He's in the
then that's the finish line.
And he's in the canyon, at the canyon.
I'm hoping I'm picking the right side. But yes, he should
How high above the ground is he?
We can.
Yeah, you can't see him above the ground. But
okay, let's start the. We're gonna start the race at.
Start the race, and he'll keep an eye out for you.
1700 in 2.5 minutes. How about that?
Oh,
So if someone is still coming to fight the racing, you have 2 minutes time. But I have to. Well, I don't have any. No, I don't want to talk about it. I'm done talking about instancing because I have talked about it enough.
Someone have net logging on?
Talked about it for a whole year straight, and it hasn't changed.
No, it's 4 years and it hasn't changed. So,
Dr. Nagi, I think I have net logging on. Oh, suck.
Then just send Frontier a report later.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm on my way back.
Ooh. Oh, nice. That javelin is really nice. And that is Dr. Nagi flying the javelin. Yeah, it is nice. It is. Dr. Nagi, have you tried fighting the Targoids?
Yes. Also, a really weird thing happened. I was a friend in multi-crew. He was in a fighter, and we just blew up the last scout. He flew through the caustic cloud, and that destroyed the fighter, and that duplicated my ship, and he could control it from the co-pilot position.
Nice. So you got another fighter for free, or your mothership?
The mothership. We've got
Oh,
two
dear.
of my motherships.
20 seconds.
Nice. I remember that Star Trek Voyager episode quite well,
10 seconds.
where the two ships got duplicated, and
5,
the most damaged
4,
ship was the one.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wait a second, I remember this episode. That was
Yes.
Harry
was
Kim.
awesome.
Harry Kim died.
He did,
So
and
that
the baby died.
so that basically for the next 2 or 3 seasons, the Harry Kim in Voyager was actually Harry Kim from an alternate universe.
Yeah, he was. He was.
I
Oh,
remember
Dr. Nagi, that fighter is really quick.
Oh, I can't see anything at the bottom of the canyon. So dark.
Shit!
What? No, my mothership. No, fuck, no. Follow me. God damn. Okay, I'm done. I will self-destruct. Oh, fuck.
Is it too slow to catch up with you?
God damn.
Yeah,
I'm dead.
my fighter self-destroyed as well
Going
because I got too close.
self-destruct.
Oh man, this is so sad. This is so
My
sad.
fighter.
This is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
No!
Oh, you knew it was coming.
God damn, I hate this 30-kilometer restriction. This is stupid. This is so stupid. Yeah, well, that was the saddest fighter race ever I have. God damn Frontier.
Henka, did you?
Next
Did
time,
your
we
mothership
pick
blow up?
a ground base and just race around it.
Well,
Yeah, if we could find a mountain, if you could just like fly circles around it. And
But I
basically
think-
measured out, feel like you have to be 8 kilometers out from whoever's parked at the peak or something like that.
but since the
So, did
fight-
I win?
I think you did, Dr. Nagi. Do I see Dr. Nagi? I see Dr. Nagi, and no, that's Kolkasat. Who? Let's see. Who's that? That's Henka. Henka, I see you, fighter. 13 clicks away. But yes, Dr. Nagi, I think you won. I see Freddy
I didn't see
DeLorean.
anybody in front of me, so yeah.
That's usually a pretty good sign.
So I think it's Nimdog's turn now.
Oh yeah, it is. It's on the hour. It's time for Nimnok to pop in here. I'm about to come down. I'm finally re-landing. So
Yeah, so
Do we
thank
have
you for
Nimdog
having me
in?
here.
You're
he's in
very much
yeah,
welcome,
he's in the
Dr.
chat,
Nagi.
man. But yeah, Nagi,
nice.
dude, it's been great talking to you, and I want to say it's been good
Yeah,
having you along because it's always good to just have somebody who's online in the chat, just to talk with. So it's definitely been a pleasure having you in there.
Well,
And-
I'm here now.
Thank you.
Oh.
Hey, Nimdog.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
So-
My fighter just blew up. Instancing is teasing us again, and I'm not sure, but I think Henka's mothership. I think he lost his T10. I'm not sure about that one.
No, I see the T10.
No,
I
no,
see it
I
right in
didn't.
front of me.
No, I didn't lose it.
Oh.
I almost lost my
Bye,
fighter.
have a good time. See you
But
guys around.
See you.
See you,
Thanks,
bye.
Dr. Nagy. Bye.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Uh,
Name Dog, what do we have for us today?
What do we? I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
Yes, I can. What do we have for us today?
What do I have for you guys? I guess it's just the goodbye party, and I chose to be the last because you're saving the best for last. So.
yeah, sure. Yes, indeed. Indeed. And because it's 17 hours, I think we should gather up to the... oh, what's that? We should go up to Super Cruise and pick a spot for the final mass jump, where we all head to the different directions and enter DECE finally, officially, and we can wrap up this party.
I unfortunately have to jump off for now, but it's been absolutely great flying with you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was.
Thank you, Astro.
And welcome back to the bubble.
Thank you.
I have a feeling most of us would be out of here in a week or so.
Yeah, I don't expect most of you guys to stick around for long anyway.
It was a pleasure having you.
You're very welcome.
Nice having you, yeah. Thank you, Dr. Earth Astronomy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So let me ask everybody here, like, how long have you guys been in the bubble for now? Like, I've been here for like the past 3 weeks.
I think
like,
I have been like...
I think I've been here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think also I have been like 2 weeks or something like that.
I've only been here, I've only been back a week technically, but even in that time, I've spent like 3 days out doing Guardian stuff and 2 days out here and looking around, so... Like, even in the past week, time I've spent in the bubble is 3 days. So...
yeah, well, I mean...
And you, Nimdok, how long have you been?
Like I said, it's been 3 weeks, and... Well, I mean, I came back to the bubble a couple of times before. Like, before we were in the last base camp, I went back to the bubble just because, hey, I'm close by, let's go back. And, started poking around in engineering, re-engineered my my Ass Explorer. Yeah. But like the thing is, like once I settled down after that, and I've been here for 3 weeks, like I said, it just feels weird. Like it's like my ship's overheating because I'm fuel scooping a little bit too much. I don't have to worry about it. I can just I'm gonna land in a station at a couple of stations, and it's like fine.
Do we have a jump?
Just like a couple of 100 credits.
Do we have a jump location somewhere?
I think by the star would be fine.
Okay.
So let's go to the star.
The main star. Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's the thing that's been sort of like feeling weird about. Like you just cruise around a little bit and you find a lot of unidentified like signal sources. You find all these NPCs flying around. But what is the thing that you still are not used to when flying around the bubble? Because we've been out there for a year.
Seeing people flying around.
Yeah, and all the lights. I was getting used to the dark. You know, the core on my right side and the total black on my left side. I was getting used to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is there anything that you're already bored of?
I think the grind.
I haven't been playing that much since I got back because I have this other expedition with my alt commander and I have been trying to catch up with that.
So you know what? When you have your commander out in the dark, in the black for a year, you don't have a whole lot of materials on your ship. So if you have any plans of doing any engineering on your existing ship or your other ships, then you have some work to do.
Yeah, I already filled most of my materials. I've been grinding for the past 3 days, just collecting stuff. Actually, right after this, I'm gonna fall a little bit behind on the next expedition. That's starting like now. They're heading to the Owl Nebula, so I'm gonna catch up with them in a bit.
By the way,
so which expedition is that?
It's called something like the Owl Nebula Expedition, and it's just a one-day nebula. It's a one-day expedition. It's 2,000 light years there, and then 2,000 another 2,000 back. So we're gonna be done later tonight, and I'm gonna do it. Well, I mean, I started drinking already, so probably I'll be drunk by the time I get there. So it's gonna be fun.
By the way,
already
I don't think we have any specific jump location. If I just drop down somewhere,
I have a location if you want one.
Okay.
Okay.
Remember, Jack, that the idea is that we all go our separate ways. So jump to the same.
That's the other thing. Like, are we gonna jump together, or are we just gonna do our own thing?
We are going to jump
we're
together.
Gonna jump at the same time, but I think we're gonna jump to separate locations.
Yeah, everyone can jump.
Sharada, so if anyone's joining me there,
anyone can jump wherever they wish. So we don't have collective jump location.
No, we just need to drop in on someone. So.
Okay, well,
Henka, you drop in, and then we'll follow your wake.
Yeah, I will drop down here. Oh, too fast. Fuel scooping. That might be a bit too close. Okay, I'm dropping down here.
Where are you? See you, Henka.
I'm with Maxwell Hauser and Dr. Nagy and John Ta in my wing, so... I'm just...
And what did you guys spend your money on so far?
I haven't spent on anything yet, so I have just I did a couple of trading runs in my T9, which I missed so much my T9, and then I went some pew pew in my Corvette, which I also missed, and that's it. I haven't played that much, so I haven't really spent any money yet. So I have all my earnings.
Well, I think Flair bought another Imperial Corvette. No, Imperial color. Yes, and outfitted that one, so that was 500,000 credits for him on another Imperial color. And I think he made it to a trader. Yes, I think he made it to a trader. No, he didn't. No, now I remember. He made it to an exploration Imperial. Yes, he did.
Also,
he didn't have an exploration cutter before, so now he has an exploration cutter and a combat cutter. So now he has 2 cutters.
I remind again everyone that we can jump to any system you want, so we don't have any specific jump location. So
yep, exactly.
We will go on our separate ways.
Yes, we will.
I will pick some random system. As long as it's
I
not
already spent all the money
obstructed.
that I made.
How did you? I've bought and fit 3 ships, and not spent basically of the money that I made.
Well, I remember, like, you were scouting, so probably you scanned way more things than I did.
Yeah, but Nimdok, you did some crazy maneuvers.
Well, yeah. Could someone wing me, please?
Oh, my wing is full. I have to drop down from the wing, by the way.
Nimdok. Where is Nimdok? I don't see Nimdok. I saw it. Yes. Send a wing, Nimdok.
Thank you.
No,
what I spent
I'm
it
at the
on...
start. I'm not seeing any drop points pop up yet, which is weird.
You should, if you follow Nimdok and you See his wake signal. Nimdog, you spent all your money, all your. How much money did you make on the exploration?
I made about 1.4 billion, and I fitted a Corvette from scratch, a new Corvette. I have and I have another one that is almost ready for being an anti-cargo ship. I refitted my Beluga, and I bought a crate and a tiny ship. I bought myself a what is it called? A Dolphin. What else did I spend it on? Like I forgot. Like I don't know. Like I know that I'm back to 2.8 billion. And yeah, I started the expedition with 2.4 billion. Now you're gonna ask, like, where are the 400 million? 400 million, I made it in just doing passenger missions because I wanted to get elite in trading. So I did that for a couple of days.
Since you've been back from DECE.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of relaxing doing passenger missions. Just like, you put your ship on a route next to the station. Like there's a station like 1.7 million light seconds away, and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna stop working. And yeah, I had a big project that I was doing on Adobe Premiere while Elite is playing on the second screen, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not doing both at the same time. And that kind of worked.
So Nimdog,
there's
what?
No
Nimdog.
way you guys are out here. I could still use a wing. I'm with Echo, and we're both just kind of floating around out here.
I threw your wing. You're already wing. Nimdog, what are your thoughts about DECE coming to its end?
I mean, I enjoyed every bit of it. The only thing that I would have changed is to make it a little bit faster pace, but that's just because of my own playstyle. Like I don't spend that much time in every single system. Yeah. I get that the vast majority are not like me, where I just race around the galaxy. So I get why it is the way it is, but I would have loved it to be just 6 months instead of a year. But that's, like I said, that's just a very personal and kind of a niche, I think, opinion.
Would you call yourself a casual gamer?
Considering that I have over 800 games on Steam and about 1,000 games on consoles, and I've been playing games ever since I was born, I don't know.
So not a casual gamer in your general gaming sense, but how about in relation to Elite Dangerous in specific?
An Elite, I don't know if I can compare it to the other games that I play. I play Elite just to relax, like literally just to relax and just turn off everything, like my brain and everything, and just contemplate this galaxy that the developers gave to me. I play other games, like I play a lot of Ark, and for me Ark is more about exploring and fighting dinosaurs and just like gathering big tribes.
By the way, Macros, someone is asking, Chanta is asking, what time is the jump? If we jump from 1730, it's like in 12 minutes. If that's okay.
Yeah, we can do that. The plan is 17:20, but we can absolutely delay 10 minutes. Right?
Yeah, because people are still coming in, so...
Yes.
Jump is 17:30 in 12 minutes.
Someone is firing fireworks.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was right here. It's just I couldn't find a drop signal. That's annoying.
Don't hit anybody with those missiles.
And again, everyone, you can choose whatever system you want to jump to, because we don't have collective destination this time. This will be the final jump of DECE, so we will go on our separate ways. So exactly. Yeah,
it's hard to think of it that way. This is the last jump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I started writing a bit of a speech, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna end this with a speech," but I was like, "Nah." But part of the speech was like, "Yeah, the first segment of this goodbye party or the finale party, and I was seeing a lot of."
Something just exploded as I came in. What was that?
No, someone's firing like remote missiles.
Also, by the way, I don't have any speech. I don't have any speech either. Oh, what the fuck?
No, it's fine. But part of it was like just seeing all those familiar faces in every single.
But I'll just
and sometimes not even base camps. You just arrive somewhere and see familiar faces, familiar ships, and then you just share stories of whatever you did in the past 2 weeks. That's something that we've been doing for a while, where it became what this game is for us. And most of us have thousands of hours in this game invested, and we think of it more than just a casual game.
I will just say this: when I made a special ending theme for the very final talk show, I thought what I would like to see in the final credits. So I credited every commander who signed up to DECE, so there's like 150 names in the ending credits. even despite of if there's commanders who didn't even start DECE, but the fact that you put your name in the roster, it means that you were ready to spend a year circumnavigating the galaxy. So I didn't exclude anyone, so all the commanders who signed up in EDSM to DECE are mentioned in the credits, so...
Are you gonna plan anything for DECE 2? Or are you planning anything and you don't want to talk about it?
We cannot confirm or deny anything at this point.
Oh boy.
I'm playing elevator music now.
Well, just
no,
Nimdog, you know where to find me.
Nimdog, to be honest, we don't have anything planned at this moment.
Well, it's just talk.
Yes,
talk right now.
Only talk.
It's just talk. Well, I mean, yeah, it's...
And there's really...
Here's the thing, like, I don't know if I can invest another year doing this. Like,
there's a good reason, because we just got back. I really don't have any energy to plan any new expeditions at the moment, so...
Like, yeah, we're all drained. Some of us want to do some things in the bubbles. Some of us want to move to other games. But I guarantee you, like, give it a month, and then we'll be like, we need another one. Give it a month,
but
max.
I think my next expedition will be Distant Worlds 2, and...
Yeah, I think that's right. There is Distant Worlds 2, which is supposed to take how long?
4 months.
4 months?
Yeah.
Yep, it's pretty short.
I think the 4 months is the outbound trip, and...
No, that's all of it. 4 months.
Really?
Yeah. And, well... yeah, I have a feeling better finish it in 2 weeks and then just hang out.
But yeah, as I said earlier, I really don't have any speeches here, so I will just say this. My hat is off to everyone who made this trip with me, and I've had some new great friends during the last year. And I have enjoyed the talk shows with Macros, and I have enjoyed base camps. I have enjoyed mass jumps. I have loved to see all the familiar names at mass jumps. And it's been real fun ride with you guys. That's all. I've been enjoying every moment. So my thanks to all who were with us and with me, and it's been fun. Thank you.
It has. Thank you, Enka. So I have prepared a speech. Now that the expedition has ended, allow me to say a few words. This endeavor has been an extraordinary experience for me. I have never tried anything like it, and probably never will again. Henka and I initially hoped for a few other commanders signing up for the expedition, but we never imagined so many signing up. According to EDSM.net, 43 commanders have completed the expedition out of 152 signups. Congratulations to all of you that have rotations began on this expedition. Big thanks to our scouting for finding out of this world awesome base camps. It has been a great pleasure to meet you all, and I will never forget you for making this exploration an awesome one. See you in the Black Commanders.
Oh, 7.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And my next expedition is starting actually in 35 minutes. So.
So,
if anyone wants to join, you still have a chance. It's called the Fallen Commander, the Owl Nebula. It's in October 3304. It's on the EDSM. Have a ship that can jump up to 74.23 light years. Otherwise,
by the way, sorry to interrupt, but Penny is asking Macros the meaning of 1403.
Oh, I almost forgot. So
dun, dun,
I think it's a good time as any to reveal the secret of the 1403. The 1403 number that all of you remember is in the DECE logo, and it is really simple, really, because the 1403. If you remember when we started this expedition, it was on the 14th of October in 3303. So
I knew that. I knew that. I so knew that.
The last one is from the year, so you just have to memorize the month.
I so knew that. I was so sure of it. Yeah.
But
what would it be called? The Dead End? That's what I want to know.
Oh, there is one more thing about the 1403. It is also my birthday.
Oh.
Well, 14th of March. So
happy birthday, Macros.
Well, this entire expedition is a celebration of his birthday, I guess. So
yeah,
it kind of counts.
Yeah. So, Jank, any last words?
Oh, jeez, yeah. What do you want from me?
Well, if you don't want to, nothing. But here's the chance.
I don't know. I don't really have any last words. I think back about when all this started, and this guy I once used to know, he asked us, what do we do when we feel lost? And I guess he claimed we look up. But I don't think he was quite right. Because I know that when I felt lost out there, what I've done is what I do right now, and look around and see all the great people around me and all the support I have and everyone that I have available to reach out to, and know that they'll offer me the same hand that I would offer them in any time of need. And I know that, as dark and gloomy as it gets out there, none of us are ever going to be alone.
Nice speech, Tank. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tank.
That was touching.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, man.
I think.
Oh, jeez.
This is. We got a really nice finale for DECE. I think this is. This has been really good 2.5 hours. We've had fun.
Dude, it's been a great year. No, just 2.5 hours.
No, yeah. Don't sell it short, man.
Ooh, someone's ship just disappeared. So. But yeah, it's.
Yeah, Jackie got disconnected.
2 minutes until our final jump. So I will wish you all good luck in the bubble and whatever you're going to do. And most of you we will see in Distant Worlds 2 in a few months, I hope. So
yeah, see you in the Black Commanders.
Distant Worlds.
If there's anything that we need to organize after this is to have our own little faction in Distant Worlds 2, so we can just meet up there, have our own little insider club, and be like, yeah, we're better than you guys.
Burn. Yeah, I will. It's 1 minute until we jump, so yeah, I'm out of words. I have nothing more to say to you guys than shoo, go away. We will see you in the.
Okay, for the last time, we're gonna leave you be for the last time. We're gonna jump out and leave you alone.
I will. I want to see this jump from far because we are all jumping to different directions. I want to see. I try to see how it looks like, but this might be impossible task. Nice bunch of ships and instances is still holding up. So.
Yeah, let's start spooling. Or are we waiting for Jackie?
No, we're going.
We have to go.
And
yeah.
Go.
Thank
Try
you,
not to hit
DECE.
anybody on your way out.
Thank you, DECE Fleet. It was fun.
Thank you, guys.
See you later. Oh my god.
He typed it this time.
That was kind of cool, but also kind of sad.
It's bittersweet, but that's what goodbyes are. They're always bittersweet.
You bastards, you left me here. Oh, I'm not alone here. Sorry about that. I'm not alone. But yeah, I think this is good time to end the stream. The DECE Talk Show finale. Thank you all who were watching us for the whole 2.5 hours, and I don't know what else to say than goodbye. DECE is signing out.
It's over.